Welcome back to 360 Sports. Today we're going to be talking all about Super Bowl preview and a little bit more about the NFL. I'm here with Jacob, Jack, Caden. I'm Haley. Let's get right into it. So the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks meet on Sunday to decide who will win the 60th Super Bowl. After the wild season we've had, what are we expecting from this game besides the great show Bad Bunny will put on at halftime?
I think everyone wants to see fireworks like we saw at the NFC Championship. I think this game's going to be the complete opposite. This is going to be a lot more like that Rams-Patriots game that we saw. It's like we're going to see one like Jake Bobo touchdown at some point. Like that might be what we see. But I'm not expecting too much from this game on the offensive side. No slander to Jake Bobo though. He's still
starting off the show talking about Jake Bobo.
Yeah, all the players.
I think there's a little chance that we might see a blowout, honestly, because if the Patriots offense doesn't get going and they turn the ball over like they have been, I think Seahawks they capitalize on turnovers, and I think they could blow them out.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Seattle is battle tested, and that's what you want going into the playoffs, and I guess the Super Bowl that helps too. There's talent all over the field for Seattle, and I think people believe the Patriots have had like a pretty easy path in 2025. Getting through Houston and Denver, those are two really good defenses, so I was impressed by that. But like Jack said, that offense, it does not impress me, and I think when you have a team as opportunistic as Seattle, that can really bite you in the butt.
My only thing there with that, sort of cut you off, but I just don't like to take that it's going to be a blowout because of their schedule.
I'm not saying it will be.
Because they've been handling it. They're good teams find ways to win games.
100%.
It has the potential to be a blowout.
I think it has the potential to be, but it doesn't at the same time because they match up so well against this Seahawks team. Like, the Patriots are everything the Seahawks don't want to see right now.
Yeah, their interior is so good compared to the Seahawks don't have good interior.
They got a really good run D. I mean, Christian Gonzalez
versus JSN.
And that's the matchup to watch all day because if they find a way to stop JSN, if Christian Gonzalez can lock up JSN, that offense, Cooper Kupp's going to have to win you a football game. And yes, he's really good at finding that zone, that soft spot, but he's not a wide receiver one in the Super Bowl kind of player.
I had in my notes that I was going to kind of compare it to like last year with the Eagles and the Chiefs, where everybody was like, oh, it could be a good game, but then the Eagles like ultimately won, no problem. And I kind of see that happening again. I don't know if you guys kind of think the same. That's possible.
I do kind of see that. And I think blowout is a little bit of a crazy word to throw around simply because these defenses are literally top 1 and 2 at like preventing explosive plays. They want offenses to go the full length of the field because they believe that before you get 6, we're going to turn you over, we're going to sack you, we're going to make you punt. And I think when the Seahawks might have enough offensive firepower to get through that, I don't know if the Patriots do.
Yeah, I'd agree. Speaking of the Seahawks offense, Sam Darnold was basically like out of the NFL a few years ago. Now he's led this team to the Super Bowl. He's had a great year. Do you guys think this is the greatest player turnaround of all time? That's a crazy statement, but do you think it's possible to be?
You're a Jets fan, man.
I mean, just hearing Sam Darnold's name in the Super Bowl conversation, man, like I could cry hearing this. This is like everything I ever dreamed of. It's like the prince that was promised, who's supposed to be doing this in green. Now he's doing it a different shade of green, I guess. But it's like, man, we drafted him I'm a Jets fan, so I'm saying we, like I'm on the team, I'm not. The Jets drafted him in hopes that he would be able to defeat the Patriots 2 times a year. Now he gets to play them in the Super Bowl to win his first chip. It's like poetic. It's amazing. Darnold became the second QB to lead 2 different teams to 14-plus win seasons in consecutive years. Only other quarterback to ever do that is Tom Brady. His story is right there with about Kurt Warner's, I'd say. I mean, what Sam Darnold was doing. If he wins the Super Bowl.
That's the name I had in mind.
Yeah.
Darnold talked about, I think it was the other day I saw it in an interview. He talked about his time with like the Jets and the Panthers and everything. And it was like, he just talked about like kind of his career and how like life goes. It's like, I made mistakes. I'm at where I'm at now and I don't regret it. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's life. And then for him to talk about his career like that, it's like, it's inspiring. Him doing what he's doing because everyone wrote him off. Like even with the Panthers, like you get benched for the Panthers when they were that bad.
Yeah.
They don't expect you to be in a Super Bowl, 3 years later? So go for Sam Darnold.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of going from like basically unemployed to Super Bowl starter, I think you have to argue it's certainly up there for a career turnaround. But let's be honest, Seattle is not here because of Sam Darnold. They're here because of that defense and the complementary football. I mean, 25 TDs and 14 interceptions is about as average as it gets for like a full-time NFL starter, I feel. So, you know, I just want to not to like get too much on him, but I think Seattle is in the position they are not because of Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he's had a great year and a great turnaround, but I wouldn't label it as the greatest of all time. I don't know. I think that's kind of debatable.
It sounds a little too heavy.
agree.
Yeah, it's too big of
Yeah.
a title.
If he wins the chip, I think he gets that. But
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like I'm going to be contradicting myself a lot on the show today because, like, in
Yeah.
one sense, it's like Sam Darnold's doing a lot. Like, to be throwing around that mediocre term on him, he's definitely up there. I'm not going to say top 10, but he's right,
not top
right
10.
outside that. I don't think there's more than 10 quarterbacks that would win right now. Maybe that's a bad take, but I think Sam Darnold's been
I
elite
think
this
Sam
year.
Darnold's just a game
He's been elite
manager.
this year.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's a game manager.
He's way above a game manager.
Is he?
The throws that he's making, JJ McCarthy can't make that throw.
Oh, JJ
Why is
McCarthy.
JJ
Why is he
McCarthy
the-
for you?
JJ McCarthy deserves all the slander in this
He's
world. He's
borderline
gotta
the
get
worst-
it.
Exactly.
Worst
So let's not
Let's
use
say-
9 as a
who's-
benchmark.
Jalen Hurts isn't winning with this team.
Yes, he is. He just did it last year with the elite team.
Are we
Jalen Hurts
for
isn't
real?
making these throws. Jalen Hurts isn't winning this game.
Jalen Hurts, to say Jalen Hurts
Let's
was with this team is
say,
insane.
give me another mid quarterback.
Mid quarterback.
Oh, Kyler Murray, bro. He might not even be employed next year. I don't know about Kyler
That's
Murray.
not ridiculous. But
I think the way that Sam Darnold is slinging this rock is beyond impressive because you could put a bunch of quarterbacks in that system. They're not processing the field like he is. I mean, he's stepped up entirely as a pocket passer. He's still really effective on the move and under pressure. But I mean, the way that he's reading his defenses, he's not afraid to stand in that pocket, take a hit, throw that ball like he did last week, touchdown Jake Bobo. He just stood in that pocket, took a shot from the conductor, and he let that rip as a touchdown. I think what Sam Darnold's doing is very impressive. I don't think there's that many quarterbacks as we. It's just I'm really contradicting myself
It's
because
debatable.
I do think that they may not win this game because of Sam Darnold. I do think this game is in his hands, but at the same time, it's like I think he's been. They've been raining on his parade too much. That's what I'm gonna say.
you don't win 14 games on accident. I'll give you
Exactly.
that.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
All right, moving on to the other side of the ball, we have the Patriots. They finished last season 4-13, and now under Mike Vrabel, they're going to the Super Bowl. What do we think changed for New England in the offseason or during this season? Are there any big factors?
I think their signs were there last year. Like they obviously the coaching wasn't there, their end result wasn't there, but they've been winning the close games, every single close game. Drake May has stepped into what we all thought Drake May could be coming out of college. This is 100% sustainable. I mean, I think they're a couple skill players away from like really being a dominant team in the NFL.
I mean, you said it. Year 2, Drake May has essentially become this franchise savior. He has all the tools that you want, and he's only in year 2. The frame is there, but he's also an athlete. We're going to talk about that later. Smart, talented arm. I really like the way his footwork is linked with his mechanics. And like you were talking about Sam Darnold, he sees the field extremely well, again, for a young player. And I think he's going to need all of that against the Seattle defense. But as far as the Patriots going forward, even after the Super Bowl, getting them, a wide receiver one that can consistently beat man coverage, protecting him is also a big thing. The sky really is the limit when you have a young quarterback like Drake May.
Yeah, I kind of said that the Patriots, I think the outlook for the next few seasons should be good because they don't really play in that difficult of a division. Like other than the Bills,
It's 4 free
but
wins.
the Bills are like going to be iffy with a new head coach now. So I don't know. I think that's debatable. What do you think, Jacob?
I think for me, this offseason was just monumental for them. I mean, they went in with 200, 300 million in cap space. I have right now 300 million in cap space. Drake May's emergence, obviously, and then Mike Vrabel is just his presence is just immense in that locker room. And those guys, they actually follow him. Sherrod May, it sucks because he just got thrown under the bus. He didn't get a chance, a real chance. But man, what Vrabel's done is crazy. Those guys will die on that field for him practically. And also with the additions this offseason, I think Milton Williams, Carlton Davis, Harold Landry, I believe, all 3 of them, all 3 planned out. And they still got Spillane, who's playing really well. They hit on everything this offseason. It's all worked out. The quarterback, obviously, you hit on the quarterback in the draft, you'll see success. They did that. They did it all right this offseason.
There was a lot of talks about the money Milton Williams got in the offseason.
Yeah.
He's shown that he is an elite caliber defensive lineman. The run stuffing and pass rushing has been there. I think that's going to be a key. We'll talk about it later, but I think that's a big key to the game.
I think the Patriots will be headed for greatness. But we're going to move to the board for our board segment. And with the big game coming up this weekend, we're going to take a stroll down memory lane and talk about maybe some of our favorite moments in past Super Bowls. Jacob, I believe you're up first.
Let's do it. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this because, it's crazy as a Jets fan. I'm talking about the Patriots this much. But mine is going to be Julian Edelman's catch in the Super Bowl over the Falcons, 28-3. incredible comeback. I mean, Brady sitting on the bench telling us, guys, let's go. We can do this. And it's like, did anyone really believe him? I mean, me and my friends were sitting there watching the game. We busted out a Monopoly board. We were like, this game is beyond over. Let's have some real fun. And then all of a sudden, this team starts driving. Everything else starts turning around. And then they're down 8 points with a couple minutes left. Julian Edelman's in quadruple coverage. And Brady still tosses that rock to him. Probably the smallest guy on the field. He's going up, making that grab off of like someone's leg. Then it bobbles, catches it again. There's no better catch that you'll see on the field in this Super Bowl, I think at least. But yeah, I mean, Julian Edelman, unbelievable catch, biggest moment of the game. They went on to win because of this. I can't believe he came down with that. So I had to go with this moment because as someone who grew up watching football, I think that was the moment I was like, this might be better than basketball.
It's crazy that you say that because I remember that was the first like Super Bowl I remember watching in its entirety. I'm like, dang it, like Tom Brady's not going to win again. Are you kidding me?
First time I was conscious.
And then didn't Edelman won the MVP that year too?
Yeah.
That was a great game.
Patriots, man.
They always doing it.
All right, Jack.
So mine, going back to my hometown, Philly, represent. So mine, Philly special. Can't not talk about this play. Maybe the gutsiest play call of all time, one of the best play calls of all time, you could say. It's 4th and goal, legacy-defining play for a legacy-defining run during that season playoffs. Corey Clement, undrafted rookie at the time, takes a snap. Trey Burton, a high school quarterback, takes it, tosses it to Nick Foles, high school tight end. Eagles end up winning the Super Bowl first in franchise history. Nick Foles, man, what a story. We almost had that this year. The little backup quarterback going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. Jarrett Stidham.
That would have been crazy.
Would have been something. Jarrett Stidham in the Super Bowl. Dang. Before Dak Prescott, that would have been nuts.
Dak Prescott
Would have been
sucks.
nuts, man.
Okay, so they're trying to throw me off my game before I go to the board, and it's not going to work. So we're just going to throw that out the back window. My pick, unfortunately, they're right. As a Cowboys fan, literally zero favorite moments for me to have in my lifetime, at least. But I went with the Chiefs beating the Eagles in Super Bowl 57. Actually, this Super Bowl sticks with me because I was touring Penn State the next Monday. I was a senior in high school, and I was driving from Pittsburgh to State College while watching the Super Bowl on my phone with my dad. And then we stopped at like an Outback Steakhouse and watched it on the bar TV. Random, but that's what I associate it with. And I just thought it was insane to watch Mahomes enter like flow state, not to be corny, but down 10 in the middle of that third quarter. And there was a sequence that stood out to me. I'm sure it stood out to everyone. Kadarius Toney goes in motion, flips his hips, leaves Darius Slay in the dust, scores, walk-in touchdown. Chiefs get a stop the next drive on the Eagles. They force a punt. Kadarius Toney fields a 65-yard punt return, just reverses field, breaks a bunch of ankles. Then 2 plays later, Sky Moore, walk-in touchdown. Chiefs take the lead. It was happened in such quick succession. And honestly, anytime the Eagles lose, it just brings me such joy. And seeing all of those people walk away with defeats, it warms my heart. It really does.
It definitely does. Same.
It definitely does.
That was an awful moment. I hate the Chiefs.
I think the Eagles parade was like the worst day of my life.
Against the
It might have been.
Patriots?
Just too
Yeah.
much.
Oh,
I don't know.
and
When it happened,
yeah,
That's one of the
last
best
year
year
for
too.
that.
days
Yeah.
of my life.
I was like, man.
I look, you forget about that
Yeah,
because it was a
right.
beatdown.
Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl with the Seahawks this year, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
does.
would say Dak's the top 7 more.
Also, again, that should not be the benchmark.
Dak's
But
got it, man.
this show will go an hour if we get into Dak Prescott debates. with me on air, so.
Let Dak get to Minnesota. Let's see what happens, man. He's going to he's
not going
making his way to the
anywhere.
Super Bowl.
Good Lord. All right, I'm going to go up to the board and give my pick. So in honor of this year's rematch, I'm going to take it back to Super Bowl 49 when the Seahawks and the Pats played and Malcolm Butler intercepts the ball. Come on. They win 28-24. This was iconic, and I just hope that this year's Super Bowl is half as iconic as this game was. I remember this is another game I remember staying up all night long and just watching this. I mean, in the Tom Brady era with Russell Wilson, this was just a game of amazingness. I don't really know what else to call it.
No, I'm with you.
All I can think of whenever, well, not all I can think of, but you know that like meme of Richard Sherman on the
Yes.
sideline where
Yeah,
he's
while
like,
he's
his
watching,
eyes are lighting up and he's
yeah.
like,
He's like, no way.
that would genuinely be, that's like I feel like that's the physical equivalent of getting your heart ripped out.
Yeah,
is like
yes.
watching your
It's
team throw an
wow.
interception on the 1 yard.
1 yard line,
Not to like
18 seconds
piggyback
left.
on it,
It's like,
but that's
I almost picked the Jermaine Kearse catch. That was my
Mhm.
favorite catch ever. So I was like thinking that. But then I was like, you know what? We're gonna be talking a lot about the Seahawks and Patriots. So
Just that era of football, like the
Yeah.
Wilson, Brady,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
just whole era, it just brings so much joy to my heart, and I'm sad that like we'll never get that back.
yeah, it is very nostalgic.
Yeah.
dang, we'll see. Will Seattle get his revenge? Will they get
I
their
think
revenge?
they will.
Yeah, we'll talk
We'll
about it.
talk
Yeah,
about
we'll
that,
talk
but
about it.
okay, moving on. We're going to move over to a little bit more of the analytical side, and we're each going to give a strength and a weakness for both the Seahawks and the Patriots. Jacob, if you want to start.
Okay, I'll start with the strength for the Patriots. I'm gonna say their experience. Now you're probably thinking Drake May is what, in his third year? How could they have the experience? It's because Mike Vrabel is their head coach. He's been there. He's been to the AFC Championship with the Titans. He's been to the Super Bowl as a player. Scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. No, he did not play offense. He didn't play offense.
No,
Right?
he's
I was gonna say I don't know. I don't know. That,
He played
out for a
yeah.
second. I was like, let me get that wrong. But I went with experience because Mike Vrabel knows how to win big games. He's been here all year long. He's won the big games, and I want to go back to that narrative of they've played an easy schedule. Look at the postseason. They've played two of the best defenses in the league, the Texans and the Broncos, back to back. They won both of those games. May not have been in the most amazing fashion as you wanted it to be, but they still won both of those games. And another thing with experience is defensive adjustments. Last week against the Broncos, Jarrett Stidham came out and he was letting it rip. I mean, he went down and scored on the first drive, I think.
Yeah.
Second drive, they got stopped on that fourth down. But he was killing them. And then eventually Mike Vrabel realized we got to start setting some blitzes at this guys. Started attacking. They got in there, forced the fumble. Then they get the touchdown the next drive. And then the most important thing, honestly, that stuck out to me in that game was the 3rd and 11. There was like 7 minutes left in the game. Snow was coming down. It's a 3rd and 11. You're thinking they're going to probably throw him something here. Nope. Drake May rolls out the pocket, just throws it straight away.
Mhm.
That was my favorite decision I think I ever seen in the last couple years of football, because it's just a decision that makes you think like he really trusts that defense, and that stuck out to me. I think the experience gives them their biggest strength in this game.
Yeah, I'll stick with the Patriots. My strength is just Milton Williams and Christian Barmore. Seahawks' biggest weakness offensively is the interior offensive line. Games like this are won in the trenches. If Milton Williams and Barmore can get that pressure, get in on the running backs, and stop the run game, Patriots might have it. And my weakness, I'm stating the obvious, the inconsistent offense, this whole playoffs. Statistically, it's the worst playoff offense to make the Super Bowl since 1979. I don't know if you guys know that. Drake made 6 fumbles in 3 games, 2 interceptions. He's got to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Drake May here for a strength for the Patriots. I think his legs are a huge factor. He's averaging 14 yards per carry in the playoffs, and he's one of 4 quarterbacks with multiple 65-plus yard rushing games in the postseason, which is kind of interesting to think about. But that's kind of a double-edged sword, because a weakness of the Patriots is pass protection, and against a stout Seattle defensive front, May's been sacked 15 times just in these 3 playoff games. That's 5 a game. That's not gonna fare well for them. So you got to lock in and hone in on pass protection if you're the Patriots.
And scary part of that, they're most effective rushing 4 guys. So it's like, I don't know, good luck.
Yeah, I kind of said the same thing. Like their strength is Drake May, obviously, but then their weakness is that he's been sacked 47 times all season.
Yeah.
He's like, there's only like 3 other quarterbacks, and it's like Geno Smith. Like obviously the Raiders O-line sucks, so it's kind of embarrassing that you're going to the Super Bowl and you have an O-line that can't really protect your quarterback. I don't know. Maybe let's just go to the Seahawks side. What do we think strengths, weaknesses
For the
wise?
Seahawks, I went with their playmakers on offense because it's JSN, obviously, but I want everyone outside of JSN. I think he's going to struggle against Christian Gonzalez a lot on Sunday, honestly. I don't know how he's going to handle that. I don't know how this offense is going to come back from that, honestly. That's what I'm really interested to see. But I like Cooper Kupp. I like Jake Bobo. They're both guys who get open. Cooper Kupp is such an amazing player, not as a pass catcher, but as a pass blocker. Just at reading the field, know what's happening. So good at finding that soft spot in every zone. I love seeing that. And then guys like Kenneth Walker, I mean, he just doesn't leave yards on the table. It's like a zero. It looks like it's a no gain, and all of a sudden he gets 6 yards at the end of that. I think the playmakers can win this game.
Did you have a weakness?
Oh, my weakness? I was going to go with Sam Darnold, which is crazy because I was just glazing him before, but handling pressure against Milton Williams, those guys love to send those blitzes. Vrabel's really good at it. I'd like to see how he picks it up, but that's definitely their weakness.
My strength is going to be their special teams. Since Rashid Shaheed got traded to the Seahawks, they are 3rd in the league in special teams in general. Return yards are a big factor. It's been a factor all year because of new kickoff rules. Seahawks 3rd in return yards, and Patriots 23rd defensively against returns. Could be a big factor in the game. And my weakness for Seattle is the tight ends. Against the Rams, they ran 2 tight end sets 9% of the time this year. Rams bumped it up to 22% against the Seahawks. They've struggled all year. Patriots, what formation do they run the most? 12 personnel. Hunter Henry, I think, is going to have a big game. I think he's going to be a problem.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with Jacob. I think Seattle's biggest strength is a dynamic playbook. They have so many different ways to get the ball out to their playmakers in the run game. There's iterations in the pass game, like screens. And I think staying out of one dimension of an offense is so valuable for teams because it keeps the defense guessing.
Yeah, I kind of had all the same points as you guys. I think with the Seahawks, like obviously they can score. We know that.
Yeah.
And I said the weakness though was the turnover ratio. They have like 15 interceptions,
Yeah.
13 fumbles this season. Like it's kind of those are kind of like stats I think about and I'm like, wow, like it's crazy that these are the teams that are making it. But all right, so we're gonna move on and we're gonna do some Super Bowl trivia to see how well we know some past.
Not feeling good about
I'm
this.
usually
already.
not good at trivia here, but let's just get started. I think there's 3. Maybe.
Possibly,
Maybe.
potentially. There we go.
Which receiver caught the game-winning touchdown in Super Bowl 43?
What one's 43?
What number are we at?
60.
We're at 60.
17.
Is that
years
the
ago.
Steelers game?
I was going to say that too, but I think that might be too.
I think that was like
Late.
08 or 09.
But that's 17 years ago. That's 17 years ago.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah,
I don't know who that
2010
was,
is-
though.
It's 17 years ago.
Who's the Steelers receiver?
Oh
that
my,
won?
the toe tap. It was
Basically-
It wasn't Santonio Holmes. It was.
not Taylor Holmes.
I think it is him.
I'm pretty sure it is him. He was the one that caught the
Yeah,
back of the end
I
zone,
think
right?
it is him.
Okay, Santonio Holmes? Question mark.
You defer?
That's fine. I was
Really?
2 years old. I
Is
don't.
it
I didn't watch it.
Hey, go Fakes,
Come
go
on.
Fakes.
In
Wow,
the
that's
Jets.
insane. That's 17 years ago.
I was like, it wasn't him, was it?
I was thinking 17 years ago. I was like 2000,
Yes.
and I was like, hold on.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's
We're
crazy.
old.
All right,
Alright.
1 for 1. There we go.
Who was the last big man defensive lineman to score a touchdown in a
Oh,
Super
I
Bowl?
just read this.
Is this like out of position?
I mean, James Harrison doesn't count. So,
Oh my God.
Defensive lineman.
It didn't happen recently.
it was like
No,
a couple years ago. It was like
Was it?
7 or I was about to say 6
6
or
or
7.
7.
It was like.
Can we get a hint?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hint is it was in Denver Panthers.
Okay, then it's got to be. Oh my God.
Not the
Okay, so
Dodgers,
Von Miller,
so-
Demarcus Ware is coming to mind.
I'm saying the
Dude, I'm
Dodgers.
close.
Another hint, he's not a Hall of Famer for future.
I'm cooked.
I feel like this is a Panthers moment.
It is a Panthers.
That's what I was
Yeah, it's
thinking.
I
Kawan
think it's not.
Short.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
like that name.
I know it's not Kawan Short. It's got to be some.
Was Julius Peppers
Julius
on there?
Peppers. But
No,
is he
that was
a
the
Hall of
Hall of
Famer, no?
Oh, true.
We have no idea.
let's just rip
Yeah,
Kawan
that's
Let's
true.
Short.
run
That's fine.
Kawan Short.
Kawan Short. Why not?
Yeah.
Malik Jack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not getting that.
Yeah. All right.
All right, last one.
Last one.
Let's go 2 or 3.
Who is the only Super Bowl MVP to play for the losing team? There's only one.
What?
Is this like
Wow.
an old head?
It's
It's
definitely an
gotta
old
be.
head. It's like a Jerry West type of moment.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dan Marino or something.
Thinking like Neesman.
Could it be like a Bills? Could be like Jim
Oh, yeah,
Kelly.
they
They
lost
lost like
all-
4 times
yeah.
in like crazy ways.
That's a good
I could get
shout.
with that. I could get with that.
Like it's definitely not,
Yeah.
but
Super Bowl 5 Cowboy.
Yeah. Oh, Come on.
Super Bowl
Oh,
five.
come on.
You would know, right?
That's like
it wasn't Staubach, was it? Is that too early?
Oh, we
Is
can
it-
go
is
with
it-
that. We
That's
can go
fine.
with that. That's cool. with
Why
me.
does
Yeah.
everyone have their hands on their head? Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Super Bowl.
We'll go with.
Okay,
Wow.
Roger Staubach.
After
I'm
Namath?
confused.
It's going to be one of their crazy QBs that we're just missing. Oh.
You got me.
Okay. Shocked.
You
Like I
got
wasn't
me.
thinking
Damn.
defensive
You
player.
got
but-
me.
We were close.
All right, maybe we'll do better in the next
Yeah.
segment. Now, 2 of us, me and Kaden, care a ton about what we have at the dinner table during the Super Bowl. So we're gonna blind rank some concessions at the Super Bowl. I think there's 5 different
Okay.
foods.
Ooh,
Very essential.
So we
This
something
is
good.
important.
If you don't
to
got
us.
good
I'm
food, I'm
hungry.
leaving.
We got to get surgical here.
I really hope my
What's the-
top option is in here. Oh, we're gonna have some.
Chicken.
Is that buffalo chicken dip?
If
Yeah.
this
Is that buffalo
This-
chicken dip? Can we get confirmation?
this has
Can we get
to
confirmation
go
from the top?
number 1. I care so deeply. Okay.
This is one.
One.
This was
We
my
have
one.
the
This,
same- Yes. Okay, this is great.
are y'all not rocking with that?
I'm thinking.
I'm thinking wings,
I'm thinking
bro.
the 2. The
Oh,
wings.
yeah, I'm thinking
Listen,
two.
there's
There's
no
gotta be
dip.
something
There's
there.
no dip without chips.
I'm with that. But look, we are
What?
seeing chips in the back.
What is a
Okay,
chip
but-
without dip?
But yeah, but you can still have it chip. Like, what are you gonna?
You're gonna
off your
eat a
finger?
plain. You can eat with a fork. You can eat the whole
That's
chicken.
crazy.
So you're just having like a plain
I think
Tostito.
wings are better. I'm saving my
yeah.
I'm saving my one for wings. If y'all want to go one, I'm saving mine one. For
Wings is probably the only thing I will.
He's 100%
Yeah.
putting wings.
There's no ways not wings on this, right?
I
And the
will.
versatility that wings brings.
Certainly.
What versatility?
You
So
can
many
have
buffalo
flavors.
wings, garlic
So
parm,
many flavors.
lemon pepper.
I mean-
you could go down the list.
I don't think we're gonna move him off of one.
We
Oh,
can,
hey.
Oh,
we
Well, we
pick
didn't really
one yet.
rank, but okay.
All
We'll
right.
say we were
We'll
gonna
say
put
was
at
it one?
two.
You want to do two? Or
I would have
Let's
moved
do.
to two.
I would have been able
'Cause
to move
wings
to
are
two for you
valid.
Okay, then
guys.
this is the one.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll
so we
put
got,
Wings
so
will
we got
go
our
at one.
and a
They
two.
don't look that good though,
They look
to
they
be
don't look that
honest.
good. It's just a little dry
It's a
rub
stock
action.
photo. We can't.
Yeah, no.
Gotta get a little sauce on
I wouldn't pick those wings necessarily, but we could put
Yeah,
that at
we'll-
one.
we'll
That's
take a
fine.
different pick.
That's fine. Okay.
Spicy.
Yeah,
So we got
a little
wings at
spicy.
one, chicken wing dip at two.
At 3, 4, 5, we have.
Chips and salsa.
Hmm.
This is
Reliable.
five. This is
Low-key
five.
This is a 4 or
Yeah,
5.
it's like a common reliable pick. I'll go with the
What
four.
else?
It's not. It's a good food. It's just
Yeah,
not
well-
Super Bowl. Like there's
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
better foods to
Okay,
have.
I
at
could
the Super
get cool
Bowl.
with 5.
Okay.
I'm going with 5.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
go 5. So we got our 1, 2, and 5. Ooh.
We have to put.
It's
that
got a 3, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be 3.
But what else could
Dang,
be
now
there?
I'm
What else could
hungry.
be there?
'Cause, like,
What else?
yeah.
I'm hungry, dude.
We should have had like all of these
What
laid
if Panda
out.
Puffs
This would have
on
been
there?
perfect.
Oh, we could have reviewed.
Again, I wouldn't pick this pizza necessarily. That's not.
It looks like a solid pizza.
A little DiGiorno, maybe.
It's some
Yeah.
like brick oven
Yeah.
situation. I don't know.
I think
I would
pizza's
put
3,
three.
right?
Alright, 3.
Yeah, let's go
Pizza
with 3. Let's
3.
go with 3.
Okay. This is 4.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, these are
Oh. Pigs in a
so.
The little pigs in a
Good.
bucket after?
I'm going with 4.
I'm not
though.
eating those.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going
I'll
with
go with
4.
4.
I'll
Are
go
you
with-
serious?
They're not bad, but over the other
Over
things,
pizza,
I'm not
I
yeah,
guess.
this is
wasting
I guess.
valuable.
These are really
stomach
good,
Yeah,
though.
capacity.
these valuable
Yeah.
bites, man.
Okay.
I think we had a good.
Yeah,
perfect
that
list.
was good.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
Perfect list.
wings 1, chicken wing dip 2.
I came
Pizza
in here
3.
with buffalo chick
That
at
And the-
one.
and
the
but
person
that popped up.
I understand wings. At one.
It's fine.
Wings
That's
are-
fine.
I love me some
I'm
wings.
happy
I'm
with
glad
this.
we were in sync.
All right.
We're in
Okay.
sync, too.
To close out the show, we're gonna give our final predictions for the Super Bowl. We could do maybe scores, what we're feeling, who's gonna win.
We can start out with you, man.
I'm starting.
Yeah, let's start out with you.
I was gonna change it last second, but I'm gonna stick to my gut. MJ, if you're watching this, my sister's boyfriend is a huge Patriots fan. I'm sorry. I'm actively rooting for the Patriots. I do not like Seattle, but I'm going to pick Seattle 24-21.
Okay.
I don't think the Patriots offense is going to be able to keep pace with Seattle's complementary football play style. And Stephon Diggs as the one just scares me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just, I don't trust those other guys to get open consistently against Mike McDonald's defense.
I'm gonna say that Seattle's gonna run away with it in the second half. I think the first half's gonna be like slow, real close. I'm gonna say 27. I'm gonna do 27-17, 27-18, 27-18 Seattle.
18, okay.
Yeah.
18.
I think we'll go for 2.
We'll score
Try
down.
to Go for
Okay.
2.
Score down.
We'll score
Score
down.
down in the Super Bowl. What do you got?
All right, if I had to put like money where my mouth is, I'd probably say Seattle, but I'm not feeling it. Like
I
I'm
respect
I'm
that.
feeling a little Pats upset. We see, you know why? Because I was watching some Joe Namath film today because we were looking at Super Bowl moments. They were like an 18-point underdog and they won that game. And I was like, man, Drake May, like how nice would it see Drake May? I honestly not nice at all. But I'd much rather see Sam Darnold with Drake May. I was thinking about it. I like their leadership. I like the vibe that they got going. The Seahawks are cruising. I trust Mike Vrabel more than I trust McDonald. And Sam Darnold, man, a little shaky. I don't know. He might get rattled under pressure. I mean, he saw the Patriots a couple times with the Jets. Didn't go so well those days. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to stick with the Patriots. I'm going to say they keep it as a low-scoring game. Somewhere around, let's go 17-16.
Okay.
Okay. See, I think Drake May has more time to win. So I went with Seattle. Like, they just can score like no other team has this year, and they just look so solid. Unless the Pats defense really shows up, which I'd be very surprised. I'm rooting for the Patriots because I don't like the Seahawks, but I think the Seahawks maybe like 31-17, I'm thinking. I think it might be like how you said, like the second half they might pull away a little bit.
Yeah.
But it'll definitely be interested to see. I'm sure we'll all be watching, and I guess we'll be eating chicken wing dip, and they'll be eating the wings. So
Oh, yeah.
We're eating
Yeah.
wings, and JSN's going to win Super Bowl MVP.
I will
Oh,
say
okay.
one last note.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Travion Henderson exists.
Okay.
Patriots coaching staff, Patriots offensive coaching staff. If you want to win the Super Bowl, you might want to give Travion Henderson more than 8 carries a game. Just
He
gonna.
be leaving a
point.
lot of yards like on the field though.
Yeah, but that's not his
the only thing,
game. You
man.
gotta give him
Yeah,
volume and let
yeah.
him ramp up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Just
who-
saying.
Who'd you guys pick for your Super Bowl MVP? If you stick with your team.
Ooh.
That's a good.
I mean, my automatic pick is like I think Kenneth Walker will win Super Bowl MVP, but I also went with the Patriots. So like
Mm.
I don't know, Milton Williams.
I'll go
No.
Sam Darnold. Just I'm
Okay,
keeping it like
Darnold?
that.
Yeah.
Darnold.
I'm
That's
gonna go
right.
JSN. I'll be
JSN
boring.
too.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
with you,
Kenny
Kat.
wins the Super Bowl MVP. I think he's got it. But yeah.
All right. So there are all of our thoughts for the Super Bowl from Jacob, Jack, Caden. I'm Haley Miller, and we'll see you next time.